so glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads it left. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's 4. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's 4. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself to make 1 point on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. comes from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the back moving. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll try the left side. Across the 15. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's 4. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Ford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it oh so close. First down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Fine. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Now on first down from the 28. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's all. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll try to get the first through the air, using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic, and they're able to make the tackle.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's 4. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bring in the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Ford. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Florida Gators. And it's the Sooners, hoping that clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 7-2 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dances away to buy time. Got rid of it just in time.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. And he makes the catch. It's a Ndsu. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, turning it on, picks up the first down. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All you got to do is give this guy a little bit of space. That's all he needs. With his speed, he's in the second level just like that, breaking off an explosive run.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hayes. Rushes on him. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The run inside. It's Scott. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Trying to power it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
Number 37, set to advance on the football.
And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's 4. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Takes the easy one to the back. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and we'll see if they go for it here. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now on first down from the 30. He goes right back to the air. Pulls it in. It's 4. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Booster, booster!
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and they're caught, and he's got room. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's a crease. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Trying to run, it's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.